American Assassin, based on a character about whom Vince Flynn apparently wrote umpteen books, which I haven't read. And on the evidence of American Assassin, I'm not entirely sure we're going to be seeing an entire series of these sweeping to our screens. So Dylan O'Brien is the titular assassin. In the opening moments, he proposes to his girlfriend on an idyllic beach setting just in time to witness a horrible button-pushing tragedy that then becomes the thing that the story uses to justify his Death Wish-style vengeance streak. He goes underground, sort of infiltrating evil terror cells until he's picked up by the CIA, who need a man with exactly his set of. He's got a particular set of skills.
Has he?
And they need it. Obviously, we've all seen this film before because he's not keen, but they're not giving him any choice, and so it's time for a training montage. Here it is.
Victor, you're up.
Let's go.
You gotta have eyes in the back of your head. You clinch, you die. Brian is about the mission. It ain't about you. You go down out there, you're a ghost. You don't exist. There's nobody coming back for you.
Dun, dun, dun. So Michael Keaton just chews the scenery with all the relish of a man who's proved himself in Birdman and also The Founder. Did you see The Founder?
When you asked me a question.
Okay, sorry. You know that film you didn't see, The Founder?
Yes.
Michael Keaton's actually
That one.
He's pretty good in it, yeah. And in this, it's just like, he is a character who laughs in the face of danger, even when danger comes wielding a pair of pliers.
Is he better than when he's in that Snowman film?
Snow Dad's better than No Dad.
That one. Still his best performance.
Did you bring that up with him in the interview?
I don't think so.
You didn't mention that. Okay, fine. And he looks like he's having fun, which is good because it's more than the rest of us are having. The weird thing about this is it's directed by Michael Cuesta, who in the past he's made some interesting films, some films which have sort of substance and a certain amount of kind of subversiveness to them. It looks, in the case of this, that he's just clearly decided that it's come time to to cash in and hit something which attempts to combine the young adult market with the latter-day Death Wish market, and ends up. And I'm not the first person to point this out. I mean, everybody's saying this. It basically looks like a Chuck Norris, Chuck Bronson film, but without Chuck Norris or Chuck Bronson in them. And since most of the Chuck Norris, Chuck Bronson films, the best thing about them was Chuck Norris and Chuck Bronson. If you get a Chuck Norris, Chuck Bronson film without them in it, you feel like a bit like, what's the point of that? And
needs Chuckles Branner then.
Needs Chuckles Branner. The strange thing was that for all the sort of, it's preposterous nonsense, but sometimes you get these things in which they can be preposterous nonsense, but they can also be sort of quite fun preposterous nonsense. This isn't. It's quite boring. And it does that weird thing about sort of attempting to just sort of beat the audience into submission and being uninteresting and preposterous, but also preposterously dull at the same time.